Hey guys, so in this video I'll be reacting to anonymous animals. I just randomly stumbled upon this and it had, the picture on the cover showed it's pretty much a bipedal deer with the body of a, I'm assuming, human and the head of a deer, or just a bipedal deer dressed in, fancy suits. And just reading from the cover, or the back cover, it seems like we get these animals that are more intelligent and then humans are treated like these animals. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be like bipedal animals that evolved to become more intelligent than humanity, which are treated like animals, or if it's like, Planet of the Apes, where these animals become, essentially overthrow the humans, and humans become the animals, and the animals becomes, these more intelligent beings that have dominance. So I just thought it was kind of an interesting looking movie, so I was like, what the hell, and decided to, watch it and do a reaction to it. So let's get started. Already starting out very creepy as hell. Is that supposed to be more like a taxidermied animal? Or is it really just like a dream? God, why does this give me such Jeeper Creepers vibes? Do like how they're using sign language to get, or hand signals to speak. He's gonna turn around and the monster is behind him. Of course, was it like the deer man, whatever it is? Just imagine watching this without like any knowledge of what's gonna happen in the movie, and seeing this like deer-headed man or some shit like that. Ugh, what is it about these like animal sounds that makes it so much nastier? Hope there's not like a cat creature, because it would just freak me out. This butthead here. I'm wondering if this is supposed to imply that it's supposed to be like parallel to how humans treat animals. As animals, you don't understand if don't know if a human is going to be kind or cruel. And just like this, you don't know whether this being is going to be kind or cruel. In this instance, they, put medication on his back to help him heal. This is supposed to be just like humans, how humans treat animals, except it's reversed. And of course, the deer is now the hunter, as opposed to humans hunting the deers. Okay, so he has like hooves. Well, does he have hooves? Looks like he has hands, human hands. So is this just deer humans that evolved with like deer heads, or deers that evolved like human anatomy but still have the deer heads? Notice that the humans haven't actually talked or anything like that yet. And I'm assuming this is supposed to be like a slaughterhouse. Is this going to be a horse? Because I know horses, you know, go to slaughterhouses. Either a horse or a cow. It's supposed to be like a monkey or something, a chimp. Kind of worried as to what that is. How much you want to bet it's actually human, and it's kind of supposed to be like parallel that the fact that, say, like with chickens, we ultimately feed chickens. He's been sitting in this field for the entire time. You know what the most disappointing thing about this movie so far? It's the fact that it's so obvious that they literally just are wearing like it feels like deer heads. There's really no like animation to any of these like creatures, like head wise. It just feels like they're just, you know, these mask or literal like just animal heads put on human bodies. Is this gonna be a dog head? I'm already uncomfortable. Boom. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Is that supposed to be like the things that they use, those guns that they use to kill the cattle? Supposed to be more like compassionate, you know, despite the fact you're killing them. That's supposed to be like staking your dog in the yard. Yep. I knew they're supposed to be like dogs. Man's best friend and all that, right? But one thing I do, I do kind of, when I see this, it's like, when it comes to like, fucking horror movies, the most terrifying thing to me, and when you get predator animals portrayed as like the villains, I guess. So any movie with like a pig, you know, or a mass murderer or serial killer wearing a pig mask always freaks me the fuck out. So Dr. Psy, say from comics or DC Comics, and of course that psycho running around in the rabbit costume in the Bunny Man horror movies always freak me the fuck out, more so than any werewolf movie or any like cat shapeshifter movie. I don't know what you fuck call them, but it's always a predator, you know, horror movies. You know, the creatures that, you know, the predators that become the prey that become the predator movies that freak me the fuck out. It's gonna be a dog fight or a reverse dog fight. Is this fucker just waiting around for someone to escape so he can go after him? You know it's a real horror movie when the sound of a deer is terrifying. Okay, so guys, that was the end of Anonymous Animals. So, I mean, for most of, you know, the movie, it looked like there was this world in which we get these prey animals that become the predators, and humans are the prey, and the humans act very much like the humans act very much like the prey. We get the slaughterhouse, we get the deer that's actually the hunter. We get the dogs that find the humans and enters him into a dog fight, or human fight, I guess you could say. And so you're wondering, well, is the message of the movie literally just, hey, what if humanity was treated like the way that we treat humans? But then, literally, like, very end of the movie, the very final scene, we see the guy running through the forest, and we get this deer-headed man chasing him with a gun. And then the very last, literally frame, you see the guy raise the gun up and shoot. So I'm starting to think that this is literally just a metaphor for the way that, I guess, we treat animals. So the way that all the humans are treated in this movie is the way that we, the way that humans are see in this movie are the way that animals see in the way that we treat them. So when the guy's running through the forest, in reality, that's the way the deer feels when humans chase them to kill them. And pretty much every other scene in this, the way that the human is viewed, or human sees with the dog fight, say, is the way that dogs see when humans enter them into dog fights. Force them to fight for sport, essentially. I'm assuming that's what they were going for anyways. I mean, I get the message, and I don't necessarily hate it, but just the effects for one, it literally just, felt like they just stuck some deer masks or some animal masks or actual animal heads onto just human body. There was no animation in the faces at all, which would have probably made it a little bit more creepier. I did kind of like the atmosphere because it was very, obviously, very dark and gloomy. I kind of love those kind of atmospheres. Another thing I liked about this movie is very minimal, so we really didn't get any huge sets. We didn't get a crap ton of people. It was very minimal cast, which I also like. I mean, the only, one other disappointment, we really didn't get much of the characters. I mean, the guy, I guess you could say the guy who was treated like a dog, essentially. He, just from the way he acted alone, I guess you could say he's probably the character that you could relate to the most in the movie. If there's any character you can relate to. Yeah, this was one of those weird-ass fucking movies. You kind of, you'll think about for, maybe a day, and then you probably forget that you watched it. I don't think there was a pig-headed man in this movie. Surprise. So yeah, that was my reaction to Anonymous Animals. So if you did like this video, give it a like, subscribe to get notification for all the movies I'll be doing. You guys have a nice night. Stay safe out there. I'll talk to you later.